brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans, tonight you are seen, heard, recognized, because comics are for everyone. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world. This is the Not Near Mint Show.
Welcome to Not Near Mint Show, everybody. Today is, well, it's Friday. It's the end of the week, and hopefully y'all... Okay, either I have something open that is playing, and there it is. I can kill it now. Okay. We don't have a show that goes forward without something jumping off the rails. So because of that, I'm going to give it back to you, the viewer. We're going to go right into the top 10 comics of this week. And as I always do it, it's 5 down, 5 up. This is based on the 26,500 comics I have behind me. I run it through CLZ. And as long as you have cover price attached to that, it'll give you the approximate value updates along with the grade if you have them labeled. So here we go with the first one, starting with number 10. Let's run this backwards. Number 10 is Bad Planet. This is issue number 6. This is the classic Dave Stevens cover. It's a very low print. Came out in 2008. Near mint. This is $100 now. It dropped $140. If you go online, you could probably see copies that are $249. Somebody this week got it for $100. Number 9, this was number 1 last week, so it can show you just how much prices jump up highly and drop suddenly. Last week, it was up about $400. This week, it is down $133. This is Tomb of Dracula number 10, first appearance of Blade. Came out in 1973. $867 somebody paid for this in a fine, very fine, down $133 this week. Next up, we have Blue Beetle. This is volume 5, issue number 1. It is that's not the one I'm supposed to grab. There it is. Yeah, I got my stuff together. I know what I'm doing. This is the first appearance of the Question, and this is the first Ted Kord Blue Beetle ongoing series. This came out in 1967 in a very fine minus 7.5. $185 somebody paid this week, down $65. Now the actual number 7, this is, let me make sure, Daredevil number 16. This is the first time John Romita Sr. worked on this for Spider-Man right there. And a little side note, I'm going to show this real quick. Now, you might have noticed during the Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade that I should probably look this. What was that name?
Hoda Kotb.
Hoda Kotb. She actually nailed it right on the spot that here comes Spider-Man. This was a representation by John Romita Sr. And then you can see right down there in the background, that is Luffy D. Monkey. She knew Spider-Man, not so much One Piece, but hey, we got to love the fact when somebody brings up a comic book fact when it comes to anything comic related.
Hell yeah, man. That's cool.
Now, number 6, we have the first appearance of Dolphin. This came out in 1968, showcase number 79 in a fine minus. Somebody paid $109 this week, down $46.
Oof.
And this is one that I think I got for about $60 myself from a friend of mine on Blue Sky, which just to let people know that we are on Blue Sky and you can find me right here. So on Blue Sky, I wind up showing pictures of these same books on Sunday mornings. So if you miss what I'm showing here on the show, or you just want to see the books themselves, you can always check me out over on Blue Sky. So going back here, this is number 5. This is Fantastic Four number 9. This is Up. This one came out in 1962 in a VG minus. It went for $360, up $52. And some of these Fantastic Fours, they're up, they're down. So if you just keep trying to look for them, eventually you'll get it at the right price. Now, number 4, this is my famous issue. Famous because somebody wrote their name on it way back in the day. This is my Doug copy of First Appearance of Batgirl. This is Barbara Gordon's first appearance. Came out in 1967 in a VG minus. $313 somebody paid this week, up 73. Moving on to number 3. This is a book that usually for July 4th, Veterans Day, always a big book. And it's just always a big book regardless. This is the first time that Cap returns back to his title in the 1968 series. And in a fine, very fine, somebody paid $437 this week, up 77. Now we have number 2, another repeat on the list. This is the first appearance of Metamorpho. This came out in 1964, Brave and the Bold number 57. In a fine minus, somebody paid this week $244, up 111. People are really looking forward to the new James Gunn Superman movie, of which Metamorpho will be in it. Now, here is the number 1 book in all the land. This went up the most. This is the first appearance of the first Swamp Thing. This is Alex Olson, because the first actual Swamp Thing, the Alec Holland, that is right there. So this one here came out in 1971 at G Plus. Somebody paid $949. It is up $159. And those are the top 10 books this week. And I want to see what some of the crew picked up this week. How about we say hi to Lady Fantastic and Miracleman? Hey, gang.
Hey.
What's up?
So I heard that you wound up getting some books this week. I want to see what y'all got, because I haven't been picking up back issues in the last several weeks because I've been working on this whole room here. It's just about done. It looks pretty open, but where the cat is right here, there's going to be a whole lot of independent books placed right there. So what do y'all pick up this week?
So, Miracleman, do you want to go first?
I would normally say ladies first, but if you want me to go first, you could twist my arm into it.
I'm gonna twist it a little bit.
Ow, it has been twisted.
Okay.
All right, look, I said to myself at the start of this week, hey, holidays are coming. Don't buy a lot of comics. Right? That's what I said to myself.
Yeah. And you didn't.
I was like, don't buy a lot of comics this week, because the holidays are coming, and I was like, oh, I got a problem. All right.
Only a space problem.
I'm figuring that one out. Let's get into it, shall we? All right. First up, how about a little cheesecake for y'all?
Sure.
With a Chiodo cover, Gen 13's bikini pinup special.
Oh.
I've been collecting the Gen 13 books for a little while, trying to finish that off. Went to a sale today, $10 and under was half price. I had a copy of this, but mine was a little thwomped. So here we got Hanna-Barbera's Dynamite number 1. I love Dynamite. Did I say Dynamite?
Yeah.
Dynamite.
I meant, Dino Mutt. He's cool.
He's cool. And
Dynamite is Dynamite.
Right. That's right. With the hat and all. And then I got this Midnight Tales number 1, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
So Wayne Howard, I don't know if you guys can see the little Martians there. Wayne Howard, if you can't tell from the art style, came from the Wally Wood School of Art.
Yeah. I could
I should do a thing about Wayne Howard someday. Very interesting.
Did you know that book I actually found a double cover of, Midnight Tales number 1?
Really?
I did.
That's super fucking cool.
Well, and I sold it promptly. But
oh, you son of a gun. There's Dr. Solar Man of the Atom. Here's a Magnus Robot Fighter. I just love these Gold Key books.
Yeah, they're so great.
I just love them. And our friend Bill in Colorado sold me a whole bunch of those Boris Karloff books. It started issue 2, so I went out and got myself an issue 1. Look at that. She's a little rough, but you know, still pretty cool. And then last issue I needed of the Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, I did an order from my comic shop, and got a couple of books. Last issue of Night of the Living Dead. This is the original movie. They did a square bound four issue set. Then they did a prelude. Then they did an aftermath, and then they did Night of the Living Dead London, which is really hard to find. It's all new material. I highly recommend it if you can find it. Fantaco, which was Fantagraphics horror line.
It looks scary.
Oh, so good. It was so good. Xenozoic Tales, last issue I needed, number 7. Probably the best cover.
It's a great cover.
So pretty. Need one more issue after this. This is Static Shock's second series, Return of the Cool.
Okay.
That's issue number 3. I just need number 4. Real low print run on these.
Hey, Jamie.
Cave Woman Rising, number 1. That's a very I don't know who it is, but it's a fucking beautiful cover. I loved it. AC Comics Good Girl Art Quarterly, number 11 there. These are so hard to find. Just stupid hard to find. I got this at a flea market this week. Not a flea market, like one of those indoor co-op antique shops.
Yeah.
I got this for $1.
Wow.
This is the death of Aqua Baby, who is suffocated by Black Manta for $1.
That's also the issue we find out that it's David Hyde.
Yep. Then I got this Zatanna from there too, trying to finish that original mini.
Okay.
The Amazing Adventures, almost done with that. Huh, look at that. A king. I got this for $1.
Damn. You're a jerk. That's amazing.
I know. I hate me.
Yeah.
Then a phenomenal Don Newton Phantom cover.
For $1?
For $1.
Jeez, that's amazing.
$1 American dollar.
Yeah.
This might have actually been the best book I read all week, though.
Popeye and Olive. Oh.
From Ocean Comics. The Wedding of Popeye and Olive. I can't even describe it. You have to read it. You have to. If you can find that comic, you have got to read that comic. It was just incredible. I was astonished with how much I love it. And then also for $1, Wonder Woman 184. She presents nice. She is a little, if you feel her up a little.
Yeah.
Like one does. And then the guy who runs my comic shop, good friend of mine. He's been collecting the Lois Lane, Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane.
Yeah.
He upgraded a couple copies.
Yeah.
He gave me the old ones. They were,
It's okay.
They're trims, right? Right. And I'm like, okay, those are solid to read.
Oh my gosh. Look at you.
No.
Just
Very
gave it
cool.
to me. He was like, here you go. You can have this. I was
Thank
like,
you
why?
much.
Thank you so much. You're a very nice man. You're a very nice man. I got this buddy, sells comics. He buys collections and he sells, what he doesn't want really cheaply. So we got some real nice Supermans here. That's Kurt Swan with Neil Adams inks. And look at this one, square bound. Look at that. That's okay. I know these were more than $1, but not a lot more. Look at this one.
Oh, did you get that for $1?
No.
No.
$5.
I got it for $12.
Wow. Okay. You just broke the bank on that one.
Right. Last 2 issues I needed to finish Wonder Woman Volume 2. It is now completely done.
Excellent.
Right. Second to last issue of Sensational She-Hulk. I got that for $1.
Ooh, penultimate.
Very cool.
Right. Ooh, look at these. I can't wait to show these. I've been waiting all week.
Oh, wow. Number 2.
Solson Publications.
Oh.
Right? Not even Mirage. Okay. Solson did like 8 of these martial arts training books with the cover, right? Real hard to come by.
Yeah.
Gotten harder recently with the popularity of the Turtles books returning.
Yeah.
I got both of them. I think the pair of them was like 15. Not bad. I had these, but they were thwomped. They were thwomped. Number 2 and number 3 of Tales of Evil from
But
Atlas.
those are great.
They're great, right?
Yeah, they're so like some of the art is cool, but it's campy.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh man, you turd.
Yeah. That's first appearance of Ace from the Royal Flush Gang. It's really nice, clean copy.
Wow.
Really nice, clean
Those
copy.
are so hard to find.
Oh my
yeah.
God. And they just keep getting harder.
I know.
By the time you get to issue 9, yeah, someone paid almost $200 the other week.
Crazy.
Jeez.
The Fantastic Four annual here, like I'm not a big FF fan, but I've been wanting to get this for a while because, as you can see there, this is a crossover with the Avengers, and the Avengers cover is this giant hole from their side.
Ah,
So I think it's Avengers number 11, annual number 11.
I have both, and I did not realize that until you just said it.
Yeah.
Until you were today years old.
Today years old.
Our good friend David Avalone, this was his Elvira number 1. I had to get this photo cover.
So fun. I like it.
Right. Ooh, look at this. First appearance of Sarge Steel,
Damn.
who's taken on a much bigger role in Wonder Woman lately. And this is my last book I'll show before we move on. Check this out. This I did not buy this. I did not buy this. This was given to me.
Oh my shit. What did you have to do in return?
I just had to be a great dad.
Damn.
Happy Thanksgiving, Miracleman.
Wonder Woman 204, first Nubia. There, she is.
How do I get to be how can I turn into a dad? I need to be a dad.
It takes a lot of work, to be fair. And if I wasn't a dad, I would have been able to afford to buy this on my own years ago. So,
that's true. Okay. Wow.
So I got more, but that we'll move on from now because I just showed a crap ton of books.
Sure. I'll show my chunk, and my chunk is I'll show my chunk of new stuff that I got, like new releases, because I bought more new stuff than normally. Well, this one I didn't buy. A dude gave it to me for free, a comic shop guy that I've known since I was a teenager, going and buying shit from his. I've been going to his place since Origins, since Wolverine the Origins mini came out.
It's like 20 years ago. Wow.
I've been buying comics from this guy since they were made out of Sanskrit.
Oh, yeah. And this is a second print of number 1 that I really liked this cover.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then he also gave me number 2, the A cover.
More Wonder Woman with giant anime sword, please, DC Comics.
And then I bought this one today. It's the Stephanie Hans variant. But I love Stephanie Hans, and this is like, it was a must.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, Sabrina, thanks for stopping by. And then I picked up this West Coast Avengers number 1 because I've always been a fan.
And it's all about Ultron.
I picked up the Zdarsky little fanzine thing because he drew Gail Simone as Rogue or whatever. And
I want that.
I need it.
Yeah,
I need it.
He drew Gail Simone as a rogue, and then he has her saying, "I love Cyclops, and I don't care who knows it."
That's awesome.
If my LCS has more of them, I'll have to get a couple of them, and I can get it to you. Yeah, but I had to get that one. It was too funny. And then I have Kelly Sue DeConnick's "Fuck My Life" number 1 FML. I think that came out a couple of weeks ago, but I hadn't picked it up, so I was glad I got a copy.
Nice.
Here are the Ghost Machine ones. I picked up the Rockefellers number 1, and the Hornsby and Halo, and those are the kind of the family types, like Family Odyssey. It has under both of these, so it's kind of like an FF sort of thing. And then I picked up the Devour one shot, Hey, Miracleman. Oh, that's you. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
And then Hyde Street, number 1. So that was my new stuff, and then the second chunk around, I'll show the stuff that I've bought from stores that's back issues.
Mm.
All right. I can actually show not necessarily comics, but it is comics, but they're previews for FOC for those that do FOC. You want to see?
Oh yeah.
Did you
All
get
right.
that Uncanny X-Men Rogue variant, Adam Hughes Rogue?
Absolutely. It's in the other room, unfortunately, and already put in the box.
I gotta buy that bitch.
It's worth it. The Adam Hughes cover is fantastic, mostly because it's a back shot of Rogue.
That is the flattest Rogue butt I have ever seen. Of all people to draw a flat Rogue butt. I'm sorry, I just had to put that out there.
All right, so I'm going to start showing some books that are on FOC right now. As long as you get them into your shop by Monday, you should be able to get these books. So let me do a share screen here. This is the first of them. And you'll notice some of these are going to be on the League of Comic Geeks. And whenever I see it on here, I know it's going to come out. Some of these I have pulled up from other websites, which kind of let me know, even if I order them, they're probably going to be put back on FOC for a later time because they were pulled off of this site. So the first one I'm showing here is from Dark Horse Comics, and this is Those Not Afraid, number 1. This is Kyle Starks, the same guy that worked on Where Monsters Lie. And that has a sequel that's coming out right now. The first series was fantastic. Great writer, and this is about 2 serial killers discovering they're within reach of the state record for kills, and then they begin a competition with one another. This looks like the kind of book that I am into. Next up are 2 different covers from the same book written by Garth Ennis. This is Hello Darkness number 6, the Jenny Friesen variant, and oh dear Lord, look at that.
Okay, I just ordered one.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's about. I have the first issue and then forgot about it for a while. Just that cover alone, I need it.
I didn't order that. I just ordered the Hughes.
Oh, okay, that one.
And it was X-Men, Uncanny X-Men issue 7, Adam Hughes variant.
Okay. I wonder if he's doing another one. Well, I guess I'll find out when I order it on FOC.
Hello Darkness is an anthology series. Garth has had a story going through it, which I think is just called The War. Yeah. And it's, if you ever seen any of those movies back in the 80s that presented nuclear war and it's very stark, very, very horrific, real setting. That's
post-apocalyptic.
It's like right when the war starts. And I think the last issue was, people just responding after the bombs have gone off. It's horrifyingly. It's horrifying.
It kind of looks like my kind of series, and I have a few issues, but not the whole series, so I guess I'll have to go back and get it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
The Barron's cover, the Friesen cover, I need both of them, so I ordered both of them.
Yeah.
Now, these next 2, they're not on League of Comic Geeks anymore. So this is Knights versus Samurai. This is cover B. Only the cover A is now on League of Comic Geeks. So I'm guessing this might be delayed, or they might just delay both of them. But this is the Bjorn Barron's cover. And just looking at this is what I think of when I look at a samurai.
That's sick. Yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about it. I haven't read it myself, but the comic shop, which normally doesn't sell that type of book really well, is saying it's selling really good.
Now I might have to go back and pick them up.
Yeah.
Now, here's one that will tie into one of the books that you showed earlier, Return of the Living Dead. This is a Mark Spears painted cover.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I really don't pick up a lot of things that are by American mythology. It's not to speak to that they're good or bad. It's just, I just don't pick them up. I don't know.
Mark Spears has been on fire, dude.
Yes, he has. He's been working in the industry for the last 20, probably 30 years.
Finally getting his comeuppance.
I mean, it's similar to Brian Michael Bendis, that he was working for a really long time, and then one day it just hits, and that was Monsters this year, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He seems to be really nice. He reaches out with fans on social media, and just everything he's putting out is on fire, so much to the point that here's another cover. I mean, that Return of the Living Dead might be delayed too because it's not on League of Comic Geeks, but this one will be on FOC, and I'm not necessarily reading Shazam, But just look at this cover.
Oh, that's pretty
That-
good.
Is that Mark Spears?
That's Mark Spears, baby.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Cover C.
That's pretty good.
So that's another one that's on FOC this week. And the last two, I think everyone is very aware of this. Ultimate Wolverine #1. There's really two covers for this to really look out for. This cover A, and of course the cover B by, I'm trying to pronounce his name, Gleb Melnikov. I hope I pronounced that right if you're watching.
Melnikov.
Melnikov.
There you go.
It sounds good in the mouth.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, those are some of the books that are on FOC. So I just wanted to put that out there for people if you're picking up new books. And I'm going to show my new books as the closing to the show. But who else has some books to show?
I got a couple more.
couple.
I got a couple more.
Show the rest of it.
There's a lot. I don't know if all right.
We have time.
All right. Whatever you say, lady. All right. I'm going to separate them. I'll finish off the back issues. All right. We'll do those first. Okay. So, again, I'm a big fan of Howard Chaykin. I know he's can be controversial to some, but I've been looking for this series for a while. This is volume 2 of Hey Kids Comics. And it's really kind of him talking about the comic industry. I don't know if you noticed there, but that's basically the same cover. Just two very different points behind it. These books are great if you want to see somebody go, you know what? The comic industry is a bunch of sons of bitches. That's what Hey Kids Comics is good for. But, you know, I love Chaykin.
Did that just say issue 79?
What's that? Oh, no. That was that was the booth. That was the booth. Booth number 79 I bought it from because it was that's issue 2.
I mean, I remember hearing about that series a long time ago because he said he named it the way that it was because anytime you read a news article, it would usually start out with, "Hey, kids, comics," and then it would demean the entire industry.
Right. Harley Quinn, you know, I'm really kicking myself. I love Palmiotti and Amanda Conner. I don't know how I wasn't buying these. The variant covers were all Frank Cho, so I don't know what was wrong with my brain at the time. Hernandez Brothers book. If you can get a Hernandez Brothers book, it's worth buying. And I got that for, you know, like it says there, 6 for $10. Nice little pile of the Spider Woman books here. Almost done with this one. Really close to finishing the series. Some newsstands and some directs. Another sensational She-Hulk. Hey, guess what, guys? It was Mephisto all along.
Hey, and he's actually there.
Yeah, right. He's actually in this one. Another series that I'm like, how the hell was I not buying this when it came out? Every single issue is a banger. Legends of the DC Universe.
I remember that.
They're painted covers usually. The stories are all really good. They can come from any period of time throughout the history of DC. Again, don't know why I wasn't buying them at the time. There was a Crisis on Infinite Earths special they did. It was fantastic. It introduces you to a new world. If you're a DC head, you want that special. 100%. Highly recommend finding it. A couple of more recent, but again, dollar bin finds. Finished off my World's Finest. Don't know how I was missing that one issue and the annual. And the annual's great because it's Power Girl and Huntress in their Supergirl and Robin costumes of the Earth 2, the New 52 Earth 2 continuity.
Sweet.
Action Comics #0 there. Again, don't know how I didn't have that. The He-Man runs from DC.
They're tough to find.
So tough. So tough. Cross fandom, right? You got comic fans, you got He-Man fans. Really hard to come by. This one, it looks like it fell down, but again, I got this free, so I can't complain. Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose. It is a key issue. And then this one I was really happy. Again, this is a dollar bin find. Batman
That's great.
66.
Fuck yeah.
How do you beat that?
You can't.
And then I got a couple of oversizes here, and I'm going to go. I don't know which one to show you last. I want to say the best for last, but I don't know which one's the best. First, I'm going to show you these. From DC's role-playing game. This is a source book, right? So this would give you a mission to play on the role-playing game for the Suicide Squad.
Wow.
And this was the Belle Reve source book. So this would tell you all the stuff about Belle Reve. And this is an actual mission. That was a reference guide. This was an actual mission. This was a module, Operation Atlantis.
Wow.
Where you get to play, you can role play as one of the Suicide Squad and go fight Ocean Master and try and kill him.
Oversized, right?
Yep. By the way, there is a Kickstarter right now where they are republishing all of these, the modules, all the missions, the reference books, all of them. You can buy all of it if you want. I don't know how I didn't have this. How did I not have this already?
I mean, I don't either, but I remember having it when I was like 12.
Right. That's a Silvestri.
Oh.
Before, and apparently a close-up of Storm's crotch. The swimsuit special #1 there. Now, here, I don't know which one is the big one here. So I'm just gonna show you the right hand first because it's closer. This book, as you can see, is called One. It's issue 1 of 1, or issue 1 of 1. Okay. This is the very first book ever published by Pacific Comics.
When did that come out?
1977.
Wow.
Look up Pacific Comics. It's not even in CLZ. If you look up Pacific Comics on Wikipedia, it'll tell you they didn't start publishing books until 1981. That is false.
Huh.
This is the very first thing they ever published in 1977.
And the art makes it look like it just came out last week.
It's, other than the afro, perhaps, it's really good. It's actually really good art. The interiors, there's 3 stories. This story uses a mixture of hand-drawn art and photographs. So it's very unique. It's very unusual. And here's this. Okay, this was the coolest one, I guess, from 1976. The index to Golden Age comic books. This is a wraparound. I gotta open it up to show you. This is a wraparound cover.
Yes, please.
I mean, it's a wraparound cover with like stationery. It's not like it flows or anything. But look at that.
Very nice.
And this is a obviously self-published zine. It's literally just a list. But kids, this is what we used to use before the internet. Yeah.
I'd be guessing a lot of those were probably marked up by certain people that were just trying to find the other books.
Yes. I think this guy, I got to read up on it more. I love to find these things. I mean, this is basically a zine, right? Like this isn't, I think it was published by the artist on the cover here, Jerry Bales. Right. So I got to look up more to find out more about that. But that's just, come on. That's just cool as shit. Let's be honest. Now, strangely enough, a couple weeks back, I showed you, I found an original printing of a book called Hell Rider. It was the 2nd issue.
Oh, yeah.
About 9 months ago, I ordered this from PS Art Books. It's the same book. It's the modern reprint. They PS Art Books does this. If there's nobody to contest the copyright, they reprint it. Nice. So you'll find like a ton of Charlton books and all that. But I just got that today. I totally forgot I even ordered it.
That's kind of like hearing these entrepreneurs that are releasing open copyright, like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and they're releasing it with really shitty looking covers and going, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like, no, you're stealing. But
Right. PS Art Books, if I remember correctly, no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to disparage anybody's name. You were talking about Adam Hughes. I saw that Rogue Butt cover today. Did not care. Did not care for it. Left it behind. But I did get this.
Oh yeah, that's another good Hughes.
West Coast Avengers #1.
Oh, that's
Adam
Hughes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Adam Hughes.
Adam
I
Hughes
got to go
four
back to my shop.
variant. Look at that.
Yes, you do, sir.
I
That's a
got
really,
it.
really good one.
I got a friend on both Twitter and Blue Sky who loves Firestorm. Their account's called Let's Talk Firestorm. If you like Firestorm, you should follow them.
Oh yeah,
They like-
I
they
follow
like-
them on Blue Sky.
Yeah, they like the Firestorm quite a bit. And they were talking about it. I had to get it after they talked about it. Plus, Adam Hughes. Everyone knows I like Hughes.
Yeah.
All right. All I got left is the new stuff. You want me to run through that quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, I didn't get my DC books last week.
Yeah.
Mine hadn't come in. So I got last week's DC haul with this.
Okay.
Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new creative team. Wasn't sure if I was going to stick to it. Enjoyed it. We'll probably keep going for at least a little while. Jenny Sparks #3.
I need to get 3 and 4.
Oh, so good. Well, that's 4. Sorry. So good. Dark Knights of Steel all winter. Guys, this is better than the first Dark Knights of Steel, which was really good. This is better.
And it's only 6 issues instead of like 8 or 10, right?
12. The other one was 12.
Yeah.
But this is 6 issues. This is #5, and there's only one more after this. Night of the Slashes from Magma. If you see Magma on the cover and you're even marginally interested, it's worth picking up. I promise. I promise you it is. These have been really, really good. Really, really enjoying them. Every book they do, I like it. I haven't found one yet that I was like, I only kind of like it. Then I got, of course, Wonder Woman 2. Absolute Wonder Woman 2. Savage Dragon. Look, this Eric Larson's got to look, I like nudity in my comics as much as the next red-blooded American male.
What's the big old fat hairy butt?
Dude, he's got to simmer down. This girl's vagina is out in every issue. She's a grown woman. Don't get me wrong.
What number? What
This
number
is
is this?
273. Look, he can do what he wants. People are buying it, right? But it's a lot of vagina. It is a lot of vagina. Is all I've got to say. Do what you want. A lot of vagina.
Duly noted.
Then we got Hyde Street #2. I really like this. Is where this is going. This is really enjoyable. Check this out. For Justice League Unlimited, I got this banger of a wraparound. Look at that.
Huh.
Yeah, I was mad about the Greasers one too.
Hey, Kevin.
Babs from our friends over there at Ahoy, Garth Ennis, Jason Burrows. This is hilarious. It's really well done.
Perhaps.
Kerpow from Scout.
Okay.
Issue #1. Guys, Scout did not lose their distribution deal with Lunar, just so you know. Scout was hit with the hurricanes, and Lunar is letting them pause until they can get back on their feet.
I was over here hearing the news that Lunar stopped taking Scout because they couldn't be timely on everything, and they were instituting a new rule. Didn't hear about the hurricane thing.
Right. Yeah, that's the real story. Flash Gordon #4 from Mad Cave. This has been phenomenal. Ooh, nice entropy. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. That's been fantastic. Look, Mark Waid, you brought up Mark Waid. Look, if he's doing a DC book right now, it's probably the best DC book that week.
Accurate.
And there's been some great DC books like this one. Black Canary, Best of the Best. Look at this. Look at this cover. And I said to myself, what is this cover? Well, it's every version of Black Canary ever.
Damn.
Every one. I was like, I don't remember there being so many white Black Canary costumes. And then I said to myself, oh, I don't remember Shark Black Canary either, but somebody did. Somebody did. Guys, this even has from the DC versus Vampires, Green Lantern Black Canary. Okay?
Literally all of them.
It's all the Black Canaries. If there's a Black Canary, she's on this. From our friends Tony and Trish Farrell, Part 8. I got that A cover on Rockefellers. the question all along the Watchtower, kind of weird that this came out before Justice League Unlimited did, because this came out last week. But haven't read it yet. But Alex Segura.
Worth it.
Worth it. Give it a shot. Look, I don't normally buy books from these guys a lot. Okay. But I saw this book, and you could probably guess why I picked it up. And it was actually a really fun read. All right. Again, don't buy books from them a lot because normally they're shit. But this one was fun. Tibby and her time-traveling psychedelic mushrooms from Antarctic Press.
I need to know more.
Well, I think the cover says it all. Let me show you a quick page.
Okay.
There
Well,
you go.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
It's a whole lot of that. Only got 3 more here. Here we got Welcome to the Maynard, James Robinson. So I picked it up. It's a little more cartoonish than I normally go for, but you know, haven't read it yet. I'm gonna save this one for last because that's just such a gorgeous cover. And then Tin Can Society. Are you reading this?
Mm-mm.
I think I missed issue 2. I gotta find it. This is a superhero murder mystery.
Huh.
Yeah, and I read the first issue. It was really good. I got to find the second because this is the third one here. And this just incredible. This was a week of great banger covers. This whole month actually, because I think this came out last week. Look at that Nakayama.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Wonder Woman 15. Look, I from what I understand, Wonder Woman is not selling anywhere near like Batman is or a lot of DC titles. It's not getting the sales. This is probably the best ongoing DC book. In a field of really good books, Green Arrow's been great. Action's been great. I haven't been reading Batman, I gotta admit. Green Lantern's been great. So many of their books. The World's Finest been phenomenal. Titans kind of fell off a little bit for me, but it's still been really good. Wonder Woman
Different writer.
is the best, hands down. Nightwing, top of the read pile book. Wonder Woman's been the best all along. So I highly recommend, if you haven't been reading it, get on board and read this book. It is phenomenal. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Well, if you don't have any other books, I do have one thing that did come in, a Kickstarter.
Ooh, a Kickstarter.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, whenever I tap the microphone, it automatically unplugs. I don't know why that happens. All right, so this one, so about a month or so ago on S. Vaughn, Scotty's channel, he had on a guest, and that was Jason Douglas. He was talking about a war story back from the 1940, World War II. And it was about his grandmother and her times living through World War II. So I went, well, the cover looks fantastic. And so here it is. This is called Jane American.
Oh, wow.
Spectacular looking cover. And he also sent one of these with it, a nice little pin.
Super cool.
And on the very first page, put a little sticker inside, and there you go.
Wow. That's awesome.
I mean, it looks good. I'm now getting into the war comics. And as you said, it's a little cartoony, but that might be okay considering the storyline might be a bit more heavy, being a war title and all. But looking forward to digging into this. It's a nice hardback. And yeah, this looks fantastic. And yeah, $40. But I'm sure well worth it. So otherwise, I have my kitty here saying hi, helping me with my books for this weekend, because next show, you're going to be seeing a nice row of independent books here. Should I show what I've been working on so far?
I've got a stack of
Oh, let's see what you got.
this is the rest I'm going to show. I can't remember. Well, let's see. First, I'll show these two because they're my oldest ones. I can't remember if I showed you guys. Did I show you that I got Black Cross #1?
Nice. You did not. Is it first or second print?
I'm pretty sure this is first print.
That is the very first Dark Horse comic ever.
Yep. preview of Concrete. Also, Concrete's first appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Yeah, that's a first print.
First print.
That's
Yeah.
a first print.
So there's
Very
that.
nice.
And yeah, I got it because it is the first appearance of Concrete. But also Black Cross. So there you go. And
Very
then I also picked this up because it's hilarious. Santa Claus.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So better watch out. You better not cry. Tonight's the night you're gonna die. Santa Claus. So yeah, that. And then I picked this up for my buddy Donnie Mastodon. I've got a couple of comics, but he really likes finding Edgar Allan Poe in comics. Like if there's ever any Poe stories. So I did find this classics illustrated,
Nice.
followed the House of Usher.
Nice.
So I picked that up for him.
Good grab.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I had to get this because it was in beautiful condition. Brave and the Bold.
Oh,
That's pretty.
With the Bat Squad. It's number 92, Nick Cardy cover. Just really beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Really, really nice. Anyways, there's that.
framing is perfect.
This is something that I found today. I got that at my LCS, so everything was 20% off
Sweet.
for Black Friday. And this book particularly was marked $29.99 with 20% off.
Yow.
Look at that.
Whose Jane Hancock is that?
Oh,
That's Neil.
Neil.
Adams. This is
Nice.
you
Neil
got that at your shop?
Yeah, for $29.99 plus 20% off, so basically $24.
That's killer.
I got a Neil Adams signed X-Men.
That's a beauty.
Yeah,
That's
so
a beauty.
yeah. But that's not all, folks. This is the last one I'll show, and I found this one, and I'm shat myself. It was crazy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Stephen Platt,
Yeah.
Moon Knight 55.
That's a beaut.
Yeah, near
That's a
mint condition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's the one, right? Like, that's the splat to
that's
get.
the one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the splat.
Yeah.
So, today was a good day.
Even
That's
between that and the Spider-Man cover, that's the better cover.
Yeah.
Oh, the splat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but that's all. That's all I got.
Well, that's been a pretty damn good show because I even if I pull out my House of Secrets 92 here, I don't have anything signed by Neil Adams. That's fantastic.
That was crazy.
That's killer.
Did they just not know?
No, they knew on the back it says signed, but this comic shop does not respect signatures unless it's in a slab with the yellow label. Author is, You're idiots.
A bunch of shops that are like that, though. I know a bunch of shops like that. I got my George Perez autograph, Crisis on Infinite Earths #7, as regular price. That's just a regular old Crisis on Infinite Earths #7.
$24.
Yeah, I've even told other stores I'd rather not pay the extra just to get a signature that I don't know if it's theirs or not.
Right.
Especially if it's like $100 book, I'm not going to pay $300 for it.
Right.
I've seen enough Neil Adams signatures to know that's a fucking Neil Adams.
Yeah, that's a real Neil Adams.
But anyways, it's been good. Life is good.
Always glad for that. I'm glad that we all had a good Thanksgiving, that we're still alive, that we didn't kill our relatives and not in jail, because as long as, rule 1, don't die. Rule 2, don't be an asshole. But rule 3 is make sure that when you wake up in the morning that you're still breathing and not in jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Avoid jail. Avoid being taken into custody by government. That's
Especially around the holidays when if you're booked in on a Thursday night, no one's coming to get you till Monday.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, I'm good. I got nothing.
Yeah, all I have is just the new books that are going to be rolling as pretty much end credits. So I know everyone's going to make fun of me from a Spawn, but at least one good thing did happen last week. I didn't have Monsters 2 come in. Monsters 2 finally came in this week, the cover C. But unfortunately, I didn't get the absolute Wonder Woman 2. So I went to the comic shop earlier today because I was driving through 3 different counties trying to take care of errands, and he wasn't open.
If you need, because I have an extra, I can put that A cover Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman 2 in your pile.
It's all good. He has it in my pile now, but when I went to go see him, he said, I'm going to be open from 12:30 till 8. I got there at just before 3. He wasn't open. Like, I'm not going to wait around. I've been driving since 9. I got to pee. I'm going home.
I got it.
So
All right.
maybe I'll be back tomorrow. But for that, I want to thank everybody for watching the show. Miracleman, Lady Fantastic, thank you so much for joining tonight. Everybody out there watching, thank you so much for joining. Tony, thank you for subscribing tonight. And anybody, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you haven't hit that bell to let you know that we're going live, even though we only go live really once a week, every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully next week we will be back at the same time, which is our usual time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And otherwise, here's my shop right down there, Miami Fresh Comics. Tell John I said hi. He does his claim shows usually pretty late on Saturday nights. He does really good deals, so check him out. Otherwise, maybe Jigs might go live later tonight. If not, check out some of the other people that are broadcasting tonight. Don't be alone on the weekend holidays when you can be into the comic community. But thank you all for joining, and we will see you next weekend. Week. Enjoy your Friday. Love you. Good night.
Night, everybody.